Thoughts are things, and you have control over the thoughts that you allow to hang out in your mind. There was a woman, her name is Haley. She shared her story. The woman is gorgeous, tall, skinny, beautiful, and she shared her story of her life growing up about how she didn't feel good about herself, how she didn't feel comfortable in her own skin, how she didn't believe in herself, she didn't feel worthy, she didn't feel good enough. And this was a woman that from the outside, everything looked perfect, everything looked awesome. But she had these demons that she was dealing with on the inside, these struggles that she was putting up with. And how when she started pulling those thoughts and taking them captive and saying, you know what, if that doesn't serve me, I'm not gonna continue to use that thought. I'm not gonna continue to think that way. Here's some notes that I wrote down when she spoke. Specifically, she said, if I'm having a certain thought and it's making me feel like crap, right? You know what I'm talking about? Yes. Then I find a different way to look at it. And as simple as those two sentences may be, if we just take this, use it, and we start applying it in our life, what could it do for you? I mean, how many times do we get out there and we're like, oh, we want to go talk to this awesome prospect, it's going to be amazing, and then the thoughts of our mind start to chase after us, and they're usually not very positive, right? They're like negative things. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, they're super successful. Oh, what are they going to say about you? Oh, there's all this kind of drama that we have swimming between our ears. And so her thing was, if I have a thought and it's not making me feel very good, it's making me feel like garbage, I'm gonna find a different way to look at it. So how can you use that and apply that in your life and your business? Well, in that same scenario, let's say you have somebody and you're like, man, I really wanna talk to them, they're amazing, but I don't feel like they'll listen, or but this, or but that, or but whatever. We have to shift and say, hey, you know what? How can I approach them in a way where they will say yes? Maybe if I say, hey, you know what? I look up to you. I think you're super successful. I'd love for you to look at something. Would you give me your opinion? Maybe if we go with, that type of heart, that type of energy, that type of attitude, things will shift. And the biggest thing is not just what you do in your life, but it's how you see yourself. Do you see yourself as somebody that can succeed? Do you see yourself as someone that can overcome? Do you see yourself as someone that can be a top leader in your company? How you see yourself is everything. From the outside, you could be all that in a bag of chips, but if on the inside you're hurting and suffering and dealing with these different things, we have to start pulling them down. In the Bible, it says you can take every thought captive and make it obedient to Christ. It also says that God did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind. So whenever you need that scripture, just pull it on out of your pocket and say, you know what? I have this situation. I'm feeling a little fearful, but God didn't give me that fear. God gave me a spirit of power, of love, and of sound mind. So those are the nuggets from the morning session. If you haven't scrolled down, you can check on my personal Facebook page. I did shoot a video from a skit that was done earlier. It was absolutely awesome. If you have a couple minutes, go check it out. It was maybe 15-20 minutes long, but extremely, extremely powerful. And if you're dealing with some different things in your life, go watch that, because it will help you learn how to offload some baggage. So you'll know what I mean when you see that. So one other thing is that if you do have some different things that you are going through in your life right now, and you're struggling to get where you want to go. You've been having some things, there's some baggage that's been holding you back, you've been, maybe lack of focus, or maybe different things that you've been dealing with personally, what can you do to get past that? What can you do to get through that? If you click on the link that's listed here in the description, you're gonna get the 10 steps. This is the 10 steps for cutting through the nonsense and finally rank advancing, finally getting to the finish line, finally doing what you need to do to get this thing done. So get that, my friend. It's my free gift to you. If this is something that added some value to you, it wasn't very long, feel free to share and pass it along. Share the replay and impact somebody in your team, in your organization. So that is it for today. I'm gonna let you go, but it was so great to spend some time with you guys. Take care, be blessed, and I will see you all next time.